Hi students, in this video we are going to learn coordinate geometry full concept. Learn the video completely without skipping it so that you can get the better idea on coordinate geometry. Now, the first what we are going to learn is about the distance formula. Using the distance formula, we can get four types of problem. The first type of the problem is find the distance between any 2 points. 2 points will be given to you. You have to find the distance. So, whenever the points are given to you, first you have to name this as first point x1, y1, second point x2, y2. Many children are making mistake. They are taking that x1, x2, y1, y2. That is impossible in the graph paper. If in the graph sheet, one point should come from x-axis, next point should come from y-axis, then only we can form a point. If both x and x, y and y together if you make, that is not possible to place a point itself. So you just keep it in your mind. X and y together only we can form a point. So like this we have to write it first x1, y1, x2, y2. Now let's find the distance. So this is our distance formula. Root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. It can be written as x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square also can be written, because when we are squaring, if we are getting minus sign also it will become plus only. So both the ways are correct. Anyway you can write it. Now the distance, suppose one point is given as A, the next point is given as B, then the distance will be written as AB. Together it will be written as, that is a distance between the point A and B. Root of, now x2 minus x1, here our x2 minus A minus this minus sign x1, x1 is A the whole square plus this plus y2 minus y1, y2 is minus B, so minus B minus this minus y1, y1 is also B, so B the whole square. Root should be extended up to here. Now simplification, root of, this is minus 1a minus 1a, when we are adding minus 2a the whole square plus minus 2b the whole square we are getting. When we are squaring, the value will be minus will become plus when we are squaring it. 2 will become 4, that is 4a squared plus this is 4b squared. Minus will become plus, 2 square will give you 4, 4 and b will be the b square. Now both having 4 as a common term, take it as a 4 as a common, a squared plus b squared. Now 4 can be taken out of the root, that is 2 2s are 4, no, so take the 2 outside. The remaining is root of a squared plus b squared units. Like this only we have to find the distance between any 2 points. This is the first one. Second, what type of problem can be asked means, the next formula, distance of a point p of x comma y from the origin. If the question is from the origin means you no need to write the whole formula of the distance. You can write it root of x squared plus y squared, because one more point is origin. Origin is nothing but 0 comma 0. So we have a direct formula for from the origin. Distance will be root of x squared plus y squared. We'll do one problem for better understanding. Find the distance of a point sin theta comma cos theta from the origin. Now we have a formula. Distance is nothing but, distance formula is x squared plus y squared, because the question is asked from origin. So we can apply only the point which is given to you. So distance root of, this is our x value, this is our y value. Since the one more point is origin, you don't need to consider x1, y1, x2, y2, nothing. The point which is given other than origin should be taken as x and y. Let us substitute here now. X squared, so here x value is sin theta. When you are squaring, sin square theta will come to you. Plus y squared, y is cos theta, so we can write cos squared theta. Sin square theta plus cos square theta, we all know that that is 1. So root 1 value is 1 only. So 1 unit is your correct answer. We'll move on to the next problem now. Now look at the third type. Our question is, find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2, minus 5 and minus 2, 9 is a question. Listen here, equidistance, that means equal distance from these 2 points. We need to find a point on the x-axis. Point on the x-axis, how it will be means, this is your graph, this is our x-axis. The point on the x-axis will be 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. Like that point only we will be placing on the x-axis. The point which is on the x-axis, y coordinate will be 0. So generally we will be saying that some number along with 0. X, 0 is a general form of the x-axis number. So let us assume the point on the x-axis is, so let us take point on the x-axis. We have to consider point on the x-axis. Let us consider the point on x-axis. Let us name it as P. So P, the point will be x, 0 because that number we don't know, but some point which is on the x-axis will be x, 0. If in your exam, if they are asking in y-axis, you have to take 0, y. The point on y-axis, x coordinate will be 0, y coordinate will be some number. So here our question is about x-axis, so we have to take P of x, 0. So what does the question mean? It is equidistance from 2, minus 5, minus 2, 9. So 2, minus 5, so this is 2, minus 5, it's somewhere here, and minus 2, 9, so minus 2, 9 will be coming here. That means this point, this x-axis point will be equidistant from these 2 points. We don't know where it's going to lie, but these 2 points are equal distance from this point. That is the question. So we have named this is P. So let us take this point as A and this point as B. So let us take A is a point 2, minus 5 and B is a point minus 2, 9. So given that, what is mentioned in our question? So given that PA distance and PB distance both are same. These 2 points are equidistant from the x-axis. That is a given question. You no need to draw the diagram, nothing. For your understanding, I am drawing here. No need of the diagram is expected. Now PA is equal to PB is your correct formula. So let's apply now. Distance between P and A, we know the formula actually. So for your reference, I am just writing here. The distance formula, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is a distance formula for any 2 points. So this is a distance formula. Now we are going to apply it for PA. Then we have to apply for PB also. Now for PA, P and A points, this is x1, y1, this is x2 and y2. So this let us keep it as x1, y1, this is our x2, y2. Let's apply here for PA, root of x2 minus x1. So this is my x2, 2 minus x the whole square plus y2 minus y1. y2 is minus 5, y1 is 0 the whole square, which is equal to PB. Again P value is x1, y1, B value is x2, y2 now. Let's apply now root of, same way x2 minus x1, so minus 2 minus x the whole square plus y2 minus y1, y2 is 9, 9 minus 0 the whole square. So both the sides square roots are available. We can cancel the square root or we can write it square on both sides. Anyway, the square root will get cancelled. Now we have to do the simplification. This is look like a minus b the whole square. So first let us expand it. A squared, that is 2 squared, a squared plus b squared, b is x, so x squared minus 2ab, minus 2 into a into b. So 2 into x, so that is 4x, that is 2 into x, it will be minus 5 plus 0 is minus 5 only, minus 5 square will give you 25. This side, children, whenever you are getting 2 minus sign, let us take it minus as a common now. We can write it like this first. Here, this is minus of 2 plus x the whole square. Think in this way, that will help you to avoid the mistakes. Both the terms are getting the minus sign, you just take it as a common minus, then you just square it. This square is common for the minus sign also. So this minus is automatically will become plus number. This will be a plus b the whole square. So minus a minus b is nothing but a plus b the whole square only. Plus 9 squared value is 81. Like this we have to write. Now 4 plus x squared minus 2 2s are 4x. This is plus 25, which is equal to minus will become plus. This is a plus b the whole square. So a squared, so 2 squared is 4 plus b squared is x squared plus 2ab plus 2 into x 4x and plus this 81 we have to write. Now let's do the simplification. Here only x squared term, so let's write as it is. Only x term, only one term 4x. Numbers here we have plus 4, here we have plus 25. When we are adding plus 29 will be coming to you. This side only one x squared term, so only one x term, let's write as it is. 81 plus 4 will be written as, the answer will be 85. Now we need to bring all the term to the same side, so this side will bring. This side actually we have x squared minus 4x plus 29. So this plus x squared, when I bring it to that side, minus x squared plus 4x, when I bring it to this side, minus 4x plus 85 if you bring it to that side, minus 85, which is equal to 0. Now plus x squared and minus x squared will get cancelled. Minus 4x will become minus 8x plus 29 minus 85. So 85 minus 29, it will be 15 minus 9 will give you 6. This is 56. So this is plus 29 minus 85 is minus 56, which is equal to 0. So minus 56 you take it to that side, it is a plus 56. So 8x is equal to plus 56 we are getting. So minus 8x, so x value we needed, x is equal to multiplication of minus 8. When I bring it to other side, that will become division. That is 56 by minus 8. So 8 table, 8 sevens are, so 1 time, 7 time, which is equal to minus 7. So x value we are getting minus 7. So that is our question. Find the point on the x-axis the question. So the point what we have assumed is x comma 0. The point we have assumed is x comma 0. This x value only we got it minus 7. So the point is, so what the point they are asking is, so P is a point minus 7 comma 0. This is a point is equidistant from the given points. That is your correct answer. Next problem. Find a relation between x and y such that x comma y is equidistant from these 2 points. So let us assume that, so the given points, the first point x comma y, let us assume that P, the remaining 2 points, let us assume that A and B. A is a point 3 comma 6, B is a point minus 3 comma 4. So we have assumed some names now. Now look at the question. X comma y is equidistant, that is equal distance from these 2 points. That means P is a point is equal distance from the A and B. That means the same way they have given as PA, the distance between PA and PB, both are same is given. We need to find the relation between x and y. So we have to find an equation, because we cannot solve it in the question. X and y both are there. So we have to find an equation, then we can stop the problem. So distance formula for PA, distance formula we all know that is root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is a formula for the distance. Now let us apply for P and A. This is P, this is A. Actually P value we are going to consider as x1, y1. This is our x1, y1. This is going to be now x2, y2. Let's apply now distance formula. So for PA, root of x2 minus x1, that is 3 minus x the whole square plus y2 minus y1 plus y2 is 6, y1 is y the whole square, which is equal to PB. P and B you have to take. So this also x2, y2 only. We have to hide the A value. We have to apply for P and B. Now root of x2 is minus 3. So minus 3 minus x the whole square plus y2 is 4. 4 minus y1 is y. So write the y the whole square. Now we just expansion only, very easily we can do. First we can cancel the square roots, because both the side we can square, both the side the root will get cancelled. This look like a minus b the whole square. So first a squared, then plus b squared minus 2ab. 2 3s are 6, 6 into x, 6x. 6x we can write it. Plus a minus b the whole squared. First a squared, that is 6 squared, plus b squared, so y squared. Since it's a minus formula, minus 2ab, minus 2 into 6 into y. 2 6 are 12, 12y we have to write. Which is equal to, whenever we are getting both the terms are minus term, we can consider minus can be taken out common. When you are squaring, this minus will become plus automatically. So we can take the plus formula for this one. This is actually equal to 3 plus x the whole squared only, because minus and minus when you are taking common, when you are squaring it will become plus only. So a plus b the whole squared will be a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. 2 into 3 into x. 2 3s are 6x. Plus 4 minus y the whole squared. A minus b the whole squared now. First a squared plus b squared minus 2ab. Minus 2 4s are 8. 8 into y, 8y. Like this we have to write. Now just a simplification. 3 squared value 9 plus x squared minus 6x plus 6 squared value 36 plus y squared minus 12y we are getting. This side 3 squared value 9 plus x squared plus 6x plus 4 squared value it will be 16 plus y squared minus 8y will become minus 8y. Sorry, minus 8y will be as it is. Bring all the term to the same side for the simplification. This side we have x squared, 1 y squared and 1 x term and 1 y term, and 9 plus 36 will give you 45. This side we have plus x squared, when you bring it to that side minus x squared, plus y squared if you bring it to that side minus y squared, minus 8y when you bring it to this side plus 8y, plus 6x will become minus 6x. 16 plus 9 is 25. 25 we bring to that side minus 25, which is equal to 0. Now we have to do the cancellation. Plus x squared minus x squared cancelled, plus y squared minus y squared also cancelled. Now here we have one x term, here also we have one x term. Minus 6x will become minus 12x. This is minus 12y plus 8y. 1 is minus, 1 is plus now. So when you are subtracting, 4 will come. Big number sign is minus. So minus 4y. Constants we have. So this calculation also over. 12y, 8y is also over. Finally we have a constant. So this is 45. This is minus 25. 45 minus 25 will give you 20. Big number sign we have plus. So plus 20, which is equal to 0. So all these terms are having 4 is a common tables. So minus also we are having no. So what we can do is we can divide it by 4 on both sides, or divided by minus 4 on both sides you can do. Divided by minus 4 on both sides. So to make the equation simplified. So minus 12x by minus 4 minus 4y by minus 4 plus 20 by minus 4, which is equal to 0 we are getting. So for cancellation, 12 by 4 will become minus minus will get cancelled, so 3x. Minus minus will become plus, 4 will get cancelled, only y will be available. Plus into minus will become minus, 4 5s are 20, which is equal to 0. So this is a relation. So the minus 5 alone, if you want, you can keep it that side. So the value will be 3x plus y equal to 5. This is a asking required relation between x and y for the given problem. So next we are going to learn midpoint. So midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2 is a midpoint formula. So some application of midpoint formula we have. Look at this problem. If the point A, B, C, D are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, then find the p-values of question. So they have given the parallelogram. So how it is coming under the midpoint means, whenever we have given with the parallelogram diagram, first what should come to your mind means diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. This point will be same for both the diagonals. That is A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. AC is one diagonal, BD is another diagonal. So this point is a midpoint. So midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD will be meet at the same point, or it will be coincide at the same place. So we can say that in parallelogram. So this is a basic condition for the parallelogram. So in parallelogram we can say that midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of one more diagonal is BD. So midpoint of BD we can say that. Now the point A and C should be taken together. You have to write the midpoint. So AC, A point is 6, 1 from the question. C point is 9, 4 from the question. A and C you just write it. Now apply the formula for midpoint. X1 plus X2 by 2. This is your X1, Y1, X1, Y1, X2, Y2. So X1 plus X2 by 2, that is 6 plus 9 by 2, comma Y1 plus Y2 by 2, 1 plus 4 by 2, which is equal to BD midpoint. B point is given as 8, 2. D point is given as P, 3. So this is your X1, Y1. This is your X2, Y2. Let's apply the midpoint formula. X1 plus X2 by 2. That is 8 plus P by 2. Y1 plus Y2 by 2. 2 plus 3 by 2 we can write. Now do the simplification. 9 plus 6 will give you 15 by 2, 5 by 2, which is equal to 8 plus P by 2, 5 by 2. Look at the second point is equal. 5 by 2 is equal to 5 by 2. So we have to equate only the first point in order to get the P value. So we can write it. 15 by 2 is a value, definitely it will be equal to 8 plus P by 2. Whenever we are getting the same denominator like this, we can cancel it. Now the plus 8 alone we can bring it to that side, that will become minus 8. So 15 minus 8 it will be. So that will give you P is equal to 7. P is equal to 7 is your correct answer. That is your question. Find the value of P. Look at the next problem. Find the coordinates of a point A where AB is a diameter of the circle. There is a circle. AB is a diameter. Diameter is nothing but the line which passing through the center, or longest chord of the circle also we can say. So this is my diameter. Diameter name is given as AB. So AB is a diameter of a circle whose center is 2, minus 3. The center point is given as 2, minus 3. And B point is 1, 4. This is 1, 4. Then we need to find the coordinates of the point A. The A point they are asking, this is our question mark. Now the A point we don't know. So we have to take it as anything. So let us assume this point is X, Y. So we need to find X, Y value. This is an application of midpoint only. Because if the center is O, from O to B is a radius, O to A is also radius. Definitely OA length and the OB length definitely it will be equal. Since these two sides are equal, definitely this point is a midpoint. Center of the circle is a midpoint only, definitely. So we can apply the midpoint formula. So midpoint we have a formula, that is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. That midpoint value is given as 2, minus 3. For A and B, O is a midpoint. So we can write it. O is the midpoint of, the center is a midpoint of, O is a midpoint of AB. So we have to apply the formula for AB, then we have to equate to 2, minus 3. So the A point we are going to take it as xy, and the B point is given as 1, 4. So let us apply the midpoint formula now. This is your x1, y1, this is your x2, y2. Let's apply the midpoint now. This is value x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. That is y plus 4 by 2, which is equal to midpoint of AB is nothing but 2, minus 3. So we have to equate this value to 2, minus 3 only. Now the first point and the first point should be equated, and the second point and second point should be equated. Very easily we can equate. This is x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 2. Y plus 4 by 2 equal to minus 3. Now the 2 if you take it to other side, division 2 when you take it to other side, it will become multiplication. So x plus 1 is equal to 2 into 2 will give you 4. Plus 1 you take it to other side, it will become minus 1. So x is equal to 4 minus 1. So x is equal to 3 we are getting. Same way for y, 2 you just take it to that side, that will become multiplication. Y plus 4 is equal to 3 2s are 6. So minus is there, you have to take a minus 6. Plus 4 you take it to that side, it will become a minus 4. Y is equal to minus 6 minus 4 you will be getting. So y is equal to minus 10. So actually they are asked you to find the coordinates of A, that is a point of A only they are asked you to find out. So coordinates of A is nothing but x comma y we have assumed in the beginning. So A is a point, x value is 3, y value is minus 10. That is your correct answer. Thank you for watching. If you feel the video is useful to you, please leave your comment in the comment section. Share the video with your friends.